Hey y'all, how are all my beautiful friends doing? I hope y'all all are having a great day and welcome back to Crime Time with Mal. Y'all, this is my second time filming this video. I accidentally deleted the video I filmed yesterday, so here we are again. Today's video is going to be about she is missing, but she's also a wanted fugitive out in Austin, Texas. Police in Austin, Texas have issued a homicide warrant for Kaitlin Marie Armstrong for the suspected murder of Moriah Wilson, who allegedly dated Kaitlin's boyfriend. So basically this murder revolves around a love triangle that went bad. Kaitlin Armstong, who is 35, she is wanted for suspected murder for 25-year-old Anna Wilson. She also goes by Mo and Moriah, which is her middle name, so I will be referring to her as Moriah from here on out. Moriah is originally from Vermont. I believe she possibly could have lived in California as well. And she is a competitive gravel and mountain cyclist who was in town in Austin for a race. The U.S. Marshal's Lone Star Fugitive Task Force is currently conducting a fugitive investigation on Kaitlin. She is missing and she has deleted all of her social media accounts. According to an affidavit, fellow cyclist Colin Strickland says that him and Moriah were briefly dating while him and Kaitlin were on a brief breakup. They dated last fall and Kaitlin and Colin lived together, and I don't believe they stopped living together during this period of their breakup. While Moriah was in Austin, her friend also lives in Austin named Kaitlin Cash, and she was staying at her friend's house during this time period. So to not confuse you with Kaitlin Cash and Kaitlin Armstrong, the fugitive, when I talk about Moriah's friend, Kaitlin Cash, I will refer to her as Cash. Kaitlin, the fugitive, I'll refer to her as Kaitlin, okay? Okay. Cash told police that when she returned home the night of May 11th, she found Moriah in a pool of on the bathroom floor. She immediately called police and she immediately began CPR, but when police arrived, Moriah was unfortunately pronounced dead on scene. She appeared to have multiple shot wounds, as well as police found several shell casings all along the floor. Also, I will be giving my 2 cents towards the end of this video. So if you are interested in my opinion, again, it's just my opinion, then just wait till the end. So I'm going to get through the story and then we'll get into my thoughts. Cash also told police that it appeared Moriah's bicycle was stolen. Later on, police ended up finding Moriah's bike about 68 feet away from this apartment, hidden in a bunch of bamboo. And if y'all know bamboo and how it grows rapid and super thick. So it was just concealed all in the middle of it. Police also stated in the affidavit that surveillance videos captured a dark colored SUV with bicycle racks on the top of it that appeared 1 minute after Moriah entered the home. On May 12th, 1 day after the murder, U.S. Marshals found a dark-colored SUV with bicycle racks on the top at Colin's house, the boyfriend. He told police that he lives with Kaitlin Armstrong and that the SUV is hers. Now, Colin speaks out on May 20th and writes, I guess, a statement, and you can pause it right here if you want to read it all in its entirety, but I'm just going to skim over a few little details. He says that him and Moriah had a brief romantic relationship from late October to early November 2021 that spanned a week or so while she was visiting Austin. He said at the time they both recently ended relationships. She returned home in Cali, and a month later, him and Kaitlin reconciled and resumed their relationship. Colin also told police officers that him and Kaitlin had been dating for roughly 3 years, and around October 2021, they briefly ended their relationship for about 1 to 2 weeks. During that breakup, he met Moriah. And Colin said that while him and Moriah were dating, Kaitlin called Moriah up and said that she was the one dating him. And police were actually alerted to Colin because Kaitlin's friend, Cash, ended up saying that on the day of the alleged murder, Moriah ended up texting, I'm sorry, she goes by Mo too, so I almost want to call her Mo. But Moriah ended up texting Cash that she was going swimming and going out with Colin that night or that day. Colin told police that he picked up Moriah from the apartment. They went swimming, then they went to dinner, then he took her back to the apartment. She walked in the home. He did not enter the home, and he immediately left and went back to his house. But Colin lied to his girlfriend Kaitlin about where he was that day. He texted Kaitlin saying that he was dropping off flowers to somebody and his phone eventually died. He told police that eventually later that day, Kaitlin arrived back at their home in her 2012 Jeep Cherokee, alone. Police confronted Kaitlin about the surveillance video and about how Colin was talking to this other girl. And she also did not make any denials about all the statements that were shown to her. She was not arrested or charged. She ended the interview and she was granted to leave. And then on May 14th, an anonymous caller called into the Austin Police Department and said that Kaitlin knew about Moriah, that they were dating back in January while he was with Kaitlin. The caller said that Kaitlin was furious and she was shaking in anger. She said that she wanted to Moriah, and either she had purchased a weapon or she was going to go get one. Now, police located 2 different 9mm at Colin's home. He says that he bought those, one for him and one for Kaitlin, around December or January. Authorities also noted that lab testing showed that there is significantly potential evidence that those shell casings found at the scene did in fact belong to Kaitlin's weapon. And Austin police issued a homicide warrant for Kaitlin on May 17th. Now, obviously, Moriah's family is completely heartbroken, devastated, shocked, all the above, and they have not released really a statement on what the ongoing case is about because it's an ongoing investigation and they can't really comment on it. But they did think that it was important to clarify that at the time of Moriah's death, that people that were in direct contact with Moriah and that knew her very, very close, they say that Moriah was not romantically involved with anyone. Moriah was beautiful, kind, smart, caring, and she had a whole life to live. She was only 25. Kaitlin Armstong is described as being 5'8" and 125 pounds with brown hair and hazel eyes. And anyone with any information about this case or any information about Kaitlin or knows where Kaitlin is very much urgently asked to contact the U.S. Marshal Services at 1-800-336-0102. Also, if you live in that surrounding area, please be on the lookout for her. Now, it's time for my thoughts and opinions. The fact that Colin lied to Kaitlin about where he was that day tells me that he knows that Kaitlin would have been pissed off that he was out with Moriah. I think any woman would be upset if their man went swimming into dinner with another woman. I wouldn't want my husband to do that. And I definitely would not do that to my husband. And if I feel like I have to lie and hide something from him, it's probably not right. I probably should not be doing it. And honestly, I'm not saying that Colin lied to Moriah. Obviously, he lied to Kaitlin. I'm not saying that he lied to Moriah, but who knows what he actually told Moriah. Maybe Moriah didn't even know that they were a couple. I just think it's weird that that Moriah and Colin dated a year ago, and now all of a sudden, out of the blue, he goes and picks her up to go swimming and to dinner after him and Kaitlin got back together. And then he lied about it. Just something isn't adding up to me. And the fact that they ended it back in early November, that was 6 months ago. I mean, I don't know. We're missing a huge piece of this puzzle, in my opinion. Regardless, to take somebody's life over a man, or anything for that matter, but especially to lose everything that you have and everything that you worked for a man? What are we doing? It is so not worth it. You just leave the person. Get on with your life and leave. I know it's easier said than done because your lives are entwined, you live together, blah, 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 but you have no kids with them, you're not married to them. Get up and leave. That is enough. You don't take an innocent 25-year-old's life. I don't know. What do y'all think about this? Have y'all heard about this? And let me know your thoughts and opinions down below, but please remember to be respectful, be nice and caring. Just think about other people and don't say something to somebody that you wouldn't want said to yourself. You know what I mean? But share this video wherever you can to get the word out, Kaitlin's face out there so she can be found and brought in for questioning. Obviously, in my opinion, she's guilty of something because she left. She's on the run now, allegedly. And if you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And also don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss whenever I upload a video. On Friday's video, you will not want to miss it. I have had this in my list of the videos that I'm gonna film for a few months now, and some huge, shocking updates have came out about this, so I knew I had to push this up there for me to film and go ahead and release. So it will be up on Friday, so do not miss that video. By the time y'all are watching that, I will be in Florida, so yay. It will be a long day for me on Friday because traveling 8-9 hours, driving at that with 2 kids, they're pretty good whenever it comes to traveling. They just sleep 90% of the time. But yeah, I'll be in Florida, so not next week, but the next week you might get a couple of videos of me in Florida. So I might have a different background and everything, but it is what it is. I can't film 6 videos this week. It's just not possible with the kids getting out of school and all packing. It's not possible for me to film that many videos. So I will probably be at a different location. So I hope y'all don't mind. And thank you so much for watching. I love y'all so very much, and I appreciate all your kind words and your support. I love y'all, and I hope y'all have a great week, and I will see you in Friday's video. Bye.